Alright, let's do this.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. That's what I do. Slam, slam, slam.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
There we go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28
the mic. Check. 48's the mic.
Here's Mostert.
Let him know. Check 3.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Cunningham rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Don't get nervous.
On 1st down, Westbrook. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Westbrook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Frank Clark drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
That's good for Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Evans, 82 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first down, Westbrook. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Right, 64, weak. Cloud. Check your hot read. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At the 48-yard line.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. 22, Jet, bomber. You get 22. Jet, you get bomber. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go now. 50 out, all day, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Cunningham. And this is caught by Evans. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Tyler Lockett, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, let's go!
Throwing again. Cunningham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Cunningham. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now Mostert. A strong running. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. But scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Cunningham to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Greystone travel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
36. Blue dot Corkers. Blue dot Corkers. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mostert. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got it. You got it.
Off-play action, it's Cunningham. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Watch the ship. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Watch the ship.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Tight right.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill.
They'll drop to throw. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Frank Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ty Law. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cunningham. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Cunningham. He's got Evans. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Evans. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He finds his target, John Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? Yeah. It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's good. Almost unheard of. They carried this one home. Yeah. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position
I just didn't talk
forward,
because
all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.
Is that the end of the stream? Should I...